Welcome to Madrid. We are in the capital city of Spain, and we are going to explore all the sights that this historic city has to offer, plus all of that amazing food that I will nom nom eat. If you're just joining us, my mom and I have been traveling for the past few days in the beautiful southern city of Granada. But now we are settled in for 2 exciting days in Madrid. So let's start the morning right and get some food. It may seem like it's really early in the morning. It's like 10:30 a.m. already. I got up straight from bed and I wanted to get some pastries from one of Madrid's old school pastry shops, one that I had visited when I first came to Madrid many years ago. So yeah, it's only about a 10-minute walk. All right, the streets are empty. It's a brisk cold January day. No necesito. Muchas gracias. Despite the crowds, I was actually relatively quick to get. I waited like less than a minute. Seemed like the line was mostly to sit in the diner area, but since I was getting pastries to go, it was fast. Just went to the top counter, used my broken Spanish, ordered everything and paid. By the way, so easy that everything can be paid with your phone and cards now. Barely need to use cash euros anymore while here. Very nice. Next, need some fruit. So far, I've walked to the center of Madrid, and now I'll head due south to a local market in the neighborhood I'm staying in, La Latina. Muchas gracias. Got the fruit. That marketplace was way bigger than I thought it was going to be. Impressive. It was like 2 floors. This is our street. Staying in an Airbnb has its benefits. We can make ourselves a pretty traditional European breakfast of granola, yogurt, and fruit. Plus those pastries I just picked up. It's ensamadas of plain dough. This is, oh, I forgot the name of this already. I forgot. But anyways, it's like the pan au raisin. It's with dried fruit and custard and dough. And this one's custard filled, Danish kind of thing. Neapolitana is called, con crema. Let's start with the ensamada.
Very good.
Yeah, it's like a soft brioche. Just rip it.
Real good.
And just, it's super tender. It's almost like this
Soft.
Asian soft milk breads. But the dusting of sugar on top is nice. It makes it a little sweet, the French raisin bread. There's no custard actually, it's just fruit. Oh, that's sweet. But it's good. This one's kind of got layers of custard inside. It was good. There's a lot of custard inside.
Oh.
So sticky though. We are beginning our day, a little late today, but we had our breakfast in our Airbnb. and now we are going to do a walking day in Madrid. It's a Saturday, so things are pretty crowded, but I think it's the best way to enjoy the city, just walking around and seeing the major sights from a distance. So we'll begin here at Plaza Mayor. Plaza Mayor is a major public space in the center of Madrid and a great place to start exploring. We are going to spend the day walking from the market next door down to Calle Mayor, to the literal center of the country, and then up to Gran Via for lunch, and finish the day at a traditional churreria. For what else? Churros. Mercado de San Juan is a beautiful food hall with tons of vendors offering a big variety of Spanish dishes. Make sure to try some tortilla española. Mercado de San Miguel was really cool but really crowded, so beware. Also, prices seem a little bit more expensive for what we've seen in Spain, but still pretty cheap compared to New York. The historic 19th century El Riojana bakery is a must visit for its elaborate interior as well as getting a few bites. Alright, so I gave in. I really wanted to try that Roscón de Reyes. I got a portion with cream. That was the most expensive pastry I have bought. It's €460, but it looks pretty good. Anyway. So this is like a Christmas bread. They're still selling it around this time of the year. I see it in most of the bakeries, but it seems to be a special event, and they don't always seem to have cream in it. It seems to be an optional extra price. I'm not really sure how this would be without the cream, to be quite honest. But the cream kind of saves it. Time to move on. All right, let's get back to the day. Anyways, the shop is super cute. It's really old school. Lots of delicious little delicate pastries. Just remember, when you're in Europe, order your packages and then you pay. Then you go back and pick up your packages once you pay. Continuing down Calle Mayor, Puerta del Sol is the true center of Madrid, with kilometer zero denoting the absolute point to measure all distances from. Alright, Puerta del Sol is crowded like usual. A lot of construction currently, but kilometer zero still exists. Gonna head over to some shopping. Probably walk up towards Gran Via. Gran Via is one of the biggest streets with lots of shops and tall buildings. Here we can head upstairs in El Corte Inglés department store for lunch. There's a good handful of various food vendors on the 9th floor. We stuck to classic Spanish cuisine and got an assortment of tapas to go with our wine. In true food hall fashion, you order at the counter and then try to find a table. We ordered a tortilla española, some French fries, and then an assortment of sandwiches. So this includes a salmon one, followed by an octopus with mashed potatoes and a fried calamari sandwich. All of these were pretty tasty bites. Nothing crazy, but pretty delicious. They're really good. But honestly, the best part of eating up here is the incredible views of Madrid. Our last stop on this walk is at the 24-hour famous Chocolateria San Ginés. for some churros con chocolate. There are multiple storefronts, and getting your food to go is the quickest. I got mine to go. Those crazy crowds today. €5.50 for 6 churros and chocolate caliente. So, gonna head back to the house. It's only about 10 minutes away. The chocolate. It's hot still. Oh. Oh, that's good. Not sweet at all. It's really thick. And chocolate. It's so smooth. Why do you get it so smooth? Oh, this is good. Oh, wow. This is really good. Though it's not greasy, it's light, although it left a bunch of grease on the bag. And the chocolate is so easy to digest. I'm happy with these. Oh, that's a good snack. And really not sweet at all. There's no sugar in the churros or anything, so it's like a fried stick of dough that just picks up the chocolate. And one more. Why not? This place is 24 hours, which would be kind of cool and dangerous if I lived here. But it was really tasty. All right, I'm gonna make my mom try a bite. It's good, right? It's not sweet, right? Worth it? Somehow we had the hunger for dinner and went to La Posada de la Villa. It's an old historic restaurant. I mean, I think it's only been around since, it's not as long as the building. The building was around like 1642, which is crazy to think about. But we got immediately served bread, which, by the way, they always charge you, which is okay. I get it. It's a little steep though. It's like €260 for a piece of bread. I assume it's unlimited. We didn't really refill, but for bread, that's it. And we got some olives. We started us off with some croquettes, which was nice, complimentary. Good way to start. They were like really small and round and crunchy, nice potato inside. Then we were served our first course. We just got some grilled vegetables. Honestly, they tasted like stir fry that was just put into a mold. Wasn't the worst, but it really didn't have any seasoning. We had our main course. My mom had the oxtail, which is actually the main reason why we went there. It's one of her most favorite things, and I did some research, and their oxtail was supposedly really good, and she really liked it. She thought it was rich, full flavored. I had the hake house dish. It was basically the hake cooked in a butter cream sauce with some vegetables, and the sauce was really good. It was creamy, light, a little lemony, garlicky, really yummy. It was so good. That actually was really good with bread. And it was actually really rich considering even though it was a fish dish, I couldn't eat it all. So I didn't. Couldn't finish it. We had dessert. My mom loves flan, Mexican flan. So we got the crema caramelo. So creme caramel. It was good. It had this weird whipped cream thing piped around it. A little unnecessary. But it was nice because it wasn't sweet. It was rich. The texture was right on. It wasn't overcooked. And really was like bitter, burnt sugary with just custard filling. We also had apple cider. My mom's a big fan of it. And I know they like to drink apple cider here. So we got poured some apple cider and some water to go with it. Dinner was probably our most steep meal. It's like €105 for everything. But it was a fun experience.
What is that?
Truffle. Truffle. Dinner done. Full. We just came back from dinner and we're tired. So, first full day of Madrid, I think was pretty successful. We got to see a lot of the main sites and get a feel for the city. And got most of our shopping done. So it's Sunday tomorrow, which our day is more limited. So we'll talk more about that tomorrow. But come back and we're gonna be doing a lot more. El Restore, hit a museum, and probably eat a lot more. So till then, adios, hasta luego. Okay. I got it. Straight up. I got it. Straight from bread. Yeah, I got it.
It's good. I mean, the dry fruit gives a lot of flavor, like orange blossomy flavor. A lot of cream.
Oh, this coffee is horrible.